What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. And a couple people left me messages on Skype and in my Facebook group, and about Michael Patrick did a story yesterday, an article about the royalty fees Microsoft has to pay Sony for using the Blu-ray technology. Uh, Also, too. Oh no, I'm sorry. I lost a bet too. I'm sorry. Before I start today, me and my wife had a bet. All right, check this shit out. She went out and bought my daughter this fancy iPad. Mind you, my daughter's only 2 years old, right? And I told her, it's a waste of money. She's only 2 years old. And she's gonna be broken a couple weeks or a week or two, and she's not gonna know how to use it. And she said, I bet she would, but because her mother, she uses her system. She tried to use mine, but I don't want to play much because she done broke one of mine before. But anyway, so my wife goes out and buys her this iPad. And to my dismay, when I say that little motherfucking, her little badass can use this iPad, she plays the games. At night, she sleeps with her little earphones in the ear. And, she does her little games and match the colors. And she's only 2 years old and watches her stuff on YouTube and, her little cartoons. So my wife, we made a bet that, just had to come on air on my channel and say that I was wrong. I bow down. You were right. She can use his iPad. So anyway, I'm using my shout out to Maya. I'm using her iPad. Good thing she sleep right now because she'll have a fit when she see me with it. So anyway, on to today's video. Michael Patrick, one of his subscribers asked him a question: how much does Microsoft have to pay Sony to use the Blu-ray drive inside the machine? And he said something to the fact that a Blu-ray drive costs about $25, and for royalty thing, he thinks it's between $2 to $3. Now, normally he said, I don't, I'm not, I don't, because I don't care, and then that money goes in my pocket. But I read an article, because I was on the whole Blu-ray and HD thing was taken off. Sony does not own Blu-ray. Okay, it's a lot of them. Okay, it's about between 15 and 20 companies that are on board with this Blu-ray technology thing. Patent, you know what I mean? So even like I said, I'm not going to go back and try to find an article from 6 years ago. But even here in this Blu-ray form here, they were talking about it. He says, and there's one subscriber here. He said, as usual, this morning is completely wrong when it comes to numbers. It is not like you can actually look up the Blu-ray royalty rates on the internet. He said, oh wait, you can't, dumbass. Talking about Michael Patrick. He says actually $1.25 for a PC with the installed BD software. And the Xbox is certainly registered as such as a PC type thing. And the consortium is about 15 to 20 companies. So Sony gets around 10 cent per, gets about 10 cent per, Xbox One that was sold because of the Blu-ray technology. But, but actually it's a little bit, it's a little more than that because Sony, what they do own, they patented the Blu-ray drives, something like that. The Blu-ray, not the Blu-ray technology. They patented the Blu-ray drive. So Sony gets about 50 cents for each Blu-ray drive that is sold. It's true. You have the Blu-ray drive and you have the Blu-ray technology. You know what I mean? Sony, I think what they do own is the Blu-ray drive stuff. If that makes any sense. They are a hardware company. Okay, prime example. They are a hardware company. They make things and they own that patent for to have Blu-ray drives. So Sony gets about 50 cents per Blu-ray drive, and Samsung or Toshiba or anybody wants to use a Blu-ray drive, Sony gets about 50 cents. And so I just have to say that. But anyway, that's not the whole reason why I'm making this video. So what also, like you say, even before you guys jumping up and down, you have to also think and take in the notion that Sony, for every PlayStation 4 that's sold or every PlayStation 3 that is sold, Sony also has to pay Microsoft. Why? Why is that? So a lot of you guys are too young to remember, but I'm going to break it down for you. Back in 2003, if I'm not mistaken, or 2003, 2004, a small company called, I believe it was Emerson or something like that, sued Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Why? Sued it because of the Rumble technology. This company patented it. What they was using the Rumble technology for, I don't even know. But they sued Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo, okay? What Microsoft did, they hurry up and settled, paid the company what they owed, and bought half, like they bought half of the goddamn company. Sony tried to fight it, uh, Sony tried to fight it. Man, I'm sorry. Sony tried to fight it, ended up losing in court. They had to pay the company like 40 some odd $1 million, whatever the case may be. And they said they wasn't going to use the technology anymore because this company was really, they had the lawyers. They were really trying to go after them. And at one point, once Microsoft, I'm sorry, not one point. Once Microsoft bought half the companies, now the small company was able to use Microsoft big lawyers. But anyway, they was going to stop the sale of PlayStation 2s all across the globe. You know what I mean? Whatever. So Sony paid what they owed. Take it back, when the PlayStation 3 launched in 2006, you didn't have Rumble technology. You had what you had was, the access control and all that shit. You know what I mean? So they were saying they were saying some word, the rumbling is old school and this is the way the access control, and a lot of the gamers didn't like that. They wanted rumbles and they play your shooting games, whatever the case may be. So Sony ponied up, paid what they had to pay. So that's where you have Rumble now in every Dualshock controller. You know what I mean? So. Now what they had to pay Microsoft, I don't know, and I don't care. The reason I brought that up was because to show you guys, I said time again, these companies do business every day with each other. It's like it's us as fans sometimes get caught behind in the whole hoopla and and saying that Microsoft hates Sony and Sony. They all thrive off each other. You know what I mean? So stop that. I just want to get before this whole flame war start up on YouTube. I know it is. Oh shit! Michael Pat just said that Microsoft got to pay Sony $200 million, and nah, it doesn't work like that. I mean, they will have to pay. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 50 cents per Blu-ray drive. They will have to pay Sony something and 10 cents or something like that for the patent, or 12 cents, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's not a big deal. Like I said, that's a drop in the bucket for both companies. You know what I mean? But then again, like I said, every PlayStation 3 controller or 4 controller that's sold, they also have to pay Microsoft. And, you know what I mean? Real shit. You guys think I'm bullshitting? I'm on my lazy journalism today, and I'm not. You guys can go back. You can Google it. I believe the company's named Immersion or something like that. You guys look for it yourself. A lot of you guys may be a little too young. I hate to say I'm showing my age, but I'm 35, and I was around for I was arriving in the place, the 6th generation, and the 5th generation, and the 4th generation. But I remember that, and like I said, I remember because I was there. I bought the PlayStation 3 day one. $600, 80 gig. And I remember my controllers, I still have the controllers over there. I mean, it felt like shit. They were really like, and they didn't rumble. You had the whole axis, 6 axis control. You can wave it at the TV, or we were playing a basketball game like NBA 2K. You can use that to shoot your free throws. You can flick up and do like this, with some bullshit. I'm glad Sony stopped and did what they had to do, and include Rumble, back into. So my shit gonna be broke. Include Rumble back into their controllers, Now, I say this, the reason why I don't like to play shooters on the PlayStation 3 or what I mean? Because I don't like how the knobs are so close together. I don't like that for first person shooters. I don't. I don't like the knobs. Now for the Xbox controller, why? Because I like the fact that one knob was up here and another here we go. I got one right here. This is my wireless. I use this on my PC. But you see how they have one controller here. To me, it feels more natural than having both my knobs right here next to each other. But anyway, I'm about to wrap this video up. And as I always say, ladies and gentlemen, listen. This is not this. I didn't want to do this video right here, but I said, Mom, for shit, to go and get it, make it, and watch everybody, the Microsoft fanboys and the Sony fanboys, start to dance in the comment section. But we'll be doing a podcast today. You guys got to be, if you want to be a part of it. Just join my Facebook group, and we're gonna start from there. Of course, I can't have everybody in the group in, but if you're not scared to come on camera and let's make it happen. I'm gonna post the questions what we're gonna talk about later on, and as I always say, bang bang.